Okay, Deep in Homebrew fans, listen up, because I just found something very shocking. As a couple of you may know, Paula posted the new page of, first of all, Out There, and second of all, the newest page of Deep in Homebrew. But, in the confusion of Paula posting so much new stuff, I think we all got a little played here. Either that or I'm looking way too into it, in which case, Kova, what have you done to me? I now look too much into everything. But regardless, let's take a look at these two characters right here. So, first off, let's take a look at the character who is on the left. This character was introduced in the first part of chapter 2. Sorry, I gotta turn the grid off. Listen, I'm just going with this as I go. We do not know their gender. And we know nothing about them except for the fact that they tried to attack Mr. George Miller. But there is one interesting detail, and we'll get to that in a second. This one we met in page 3? I could be dumb. I think page 3. But regardless, we still met her in chapter 2. We know that she's a lady because Arcadian calls her lass. Now, first off, they both have black eye patches on the same eye. Now, this could still be random coincidence. I'm not going to go too far into that. But secondly, we kind of got to think like an artist a little bit. And that involves using color pickers. Now, right off the bat, it's kind of hard to get like an even tone here. But even still, if you look, they're almost completely identical. There's literally barely any difference you can notice. And again, that might just be my computer. It might just be me. But then let's go to the hair. It's also almost the exact same color. And finally, the eyes. The eyes are a little more difficult to tell since obviously the eye of the character in the left is shaded and the eye of the character in the right is not. But if we take the closest shading color we can get to it, which is the very top corner, it still looks pretty similar. And considering everything else we see, I feel like we may have been played a little bit, and that these two characters are the same characters. Which would first off explain why exactly she attacked George, which could be the argument that Miller told her to, when we also know that she is sending them to a theater. What we see on the front page of this chapter is Marcus in a theater. Either I'm looking way too much into stuff, or Paula's being sneaky. I mean, either one is both likely possible, and it could be a mixture of both, let's be honest. But I still say that we overlooked a massive detail with these two. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong regardless, and I don't care. I will gladly overlook this stuff. Especially since, well, we got 2 pages about their release at the time of recording this. I got to see some of the best boys of Deep in Homebrew all combined together. So yeah, I am pretty happy if you don't mind me. So even if I'm wrong in this, I'm still pretty happy. But you know what? We'll see. We'll hear from the lady's mouth if she ends up seeing this video. But yeah, I'm watching closely. I am too far gone into the series.